What's up? It is Livy Savage Legs Media. Back on the screen, we got One Ayuso. Uh, sorry about that. The screen, we got One Ayuso. He was one of today's winners. Also, we had a first win for, is it Perrier? Perrier Guntrat. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And I just had some peanut butter sandwich. Also, Harold Martinez Lopez, another win for XDS Astana on another mountain stage win as well too. So well done for the young man and ladies today. The ladies today, Misha Bradwald, she won the opening stage of the Izula Basque Country race. So we're gonna stay right there. We're gonna start off with the Izula Basque Country race. Um, they had a little breakaway. The breakaway went, it was a normal type thing. Nothing really unpredictable. But just probably about 3 kilometers from the finish, there was a crash in one of the corners, lead going into the finish, and this took out one of the SD Axe riders. But they were still able, they had enough riders to keep it together. Amisha was on the front, luckily. And then Marta Lack was her main lead out person. And Marta uh, got caught out and wasn't able to lead her out. But you had her name was Staffy, I believe. She's the climber on the team, and she stepped up and she was basically able to lead out Misha Bredwald, and Misha won the stage convincingly. She won the sprint convincingly. There wasn't anyone even close. But the crazy thing about, or the crazy stat that goes with this race, in the last, so that would be three stages. I think it was 2 stages at one time. So the last 3 stages, so 10 divided by 3, so the last 3 years, so that's 25, there's 25, 24, so there's 24, 23, 22. So since 2022, SD Works have won every stage. So the last 10 stages were won by SD Works. That's a crazy stat. And then they won again today, and then they have another chance to win tomorrow. So it'll be something to see if we get a different winner. They go the pro team, pro SDX Works they go to this race, and they just go and they just dominate the race. They've been dominated for the last 3 years. Just imagine that you as a team, there's 3 stages to the race, and for the last 3 years, you've won every stage. Someone from your team has won every stage. That's a crazy statistic. That is a crazy statistic. So that's what the women's race looked like. So Misha Bradwell, she goes into the yellow jersey. She wins the stage, and a great day for her. And then we move on to the Tour of Hungary stage three. Is it stage three of the Tour of Hungary? I believe it's stage three. And Harold Martinez Lopez, and he basically won a stage before. He won a stage, like his first stage race, like which was the Tour of Turkey. I believe it was the Tour of Turkey, and he won his first stage of the Tour of Turkey. And his teammate actually won the GC. So he actually attacked on the climb, like a crazy, amazing attack, and he kept looking back like he was hoping his teammate would join him. Because the main thing that Astana is battling is like there's a world tour teams and then there's a pro team. Astana's a world tour team, and basically they're in the relegation zone because they're the team with the least amount of points, and they need to gain some points to stay up in the world tour. They don't want to drop down the pro tour because if you're world tour, you get automatically invited to the Tour de France. So they want to keep that status. So Harold kept looking back for his teammate. I think it was Hergita, and he kept looking back for him, but he wasn't able to bridge across or break away from everyone else, and get the 1-2 to get those valuable points that they needed because they lost a lot of points yesterday, thanks to not yesterday, but the day before when uh, the young man was relegated for Cantor was relegated to the back of the field for erratic movement. And then people are getting upset saying, why was he relegated? But I going back and looking at the footage, just like it must be like a kilometer or kilometer and a bit just before the finish. Cantor's all over the place, man. And he's elbowing and barging into guys and like elbowing him and shouldering guys. Like, it was dangerous riding. It was definitely dangerous riding. So yeah, but so they need the points. So he got some valuable points, and we'll see how it goes. If he's able to hold on to the yellow and win this stage race, then he'll get a lot more points for his team, and like, and so goes the battle for them to stay up in the world tour, stay a world tour team. So that was Harold Martinez Lopez, fantastic win. And then we have another young man getting his first pro win. Perrier, he rides for Decathlon La Mondiale, AG2R La Mondiale, and he just sort of went on the back of Alberto Betio. It was an uphill section, and Alberto was, trying to use his like the strength and power that he has to get away from everybody. But is this thing on? Yeah. So he wasn't able to get away from everybody. That was the unfortunate thing. So it was about 2K before, and he tried to move, but he wasn't able to get away from everybody. He got caught. And then when he got caught, everyone was sitting around looking at what to do. And then Perrier just decided, now it's my time. This is my moment, baby. This is it. And he went. And when he went, that was it. And they were chasing, and it was off to the races. And when he got to that finish line, basically he did a kilo twice. So a kilo on the track is you do like basically you sprint for 1 kilometer. It's considered one of the hardest events on the track. So for him to do that sort of effort for almost 2 kilometers, impressive. That was a lot, and that was well done to him. So yeah, that was Perrier, Guntret, uh, is it a Gutret? Something like so. I mean, I'll get it right. I need to hear his name a few more times. Maybe need to hear him pronounce it, then I will get it right. But it was a pretty fantastic win for him. So that's three of the races for today, and then the final race we're gonna get into is the Giro d'Italia. Juan Ayuso, he did an amazing performance, but there were so many players today. And then you had Roglic. You have to go to my Instagram page, and Roglic, he interview asks him a question, and then after he answers it, he laughs. He goes, "Ha ha!" And the way he does it, every time I watch it, I'm finished. I start laughing. It's just like to see Roglic, do that. Ha ha! It's just crazy. But it's the crazy thing is that I can't show it to you in this format. So we'll get it together. But yeah, you got to go to my Instagram page and watch Roglic when the interview asks him a question, and he goes, yeah, I didn't fight like I should, haha. And I don't know, it just got me. I just it's so funny. But yeah. So Roglic finished fourth on the day. He went into the pink jersey. UAE's Juan Ayuso finished first. So they were on the last climb, and an honestman came to the front to set the tempo for Egan Bernal, so that that he can hopefully attack in that last, like 400 or 500 meters from the line and try to get the win. He did attack honestman. They did it roughly, but the Egan Bernal of old, before he had his big crash, probably would have finished everybody off. And it had to the rest of the guys, it's got to be pretty scary to see someone come back from what he did, what happened to him, to like being right there and competing and duking it out with these guys. He's not there yet. He's close. I think once Egan Bernal gets there, he needs just a little bit more work. He's just going to be destroying guys because he's had to fight so hard to get back to where he is, and it's going to be good to see. But when I use so after Egan Bernal attacked, Egan like gave everything, and then he just Juan Ayuso just came over the top of Egan, and Egan tried to follow the wheel, but he just gave up the ghost probably about 200, maybe 300 meters from the line. And then Isaac Del Toro came around him afterwards, but Isaac Del Toro is a teammate of Juan Ayuso, but Isaac Del Toro let the gap open first to make sure that Juan Ayuso would get the win. And once he had enough time and space and realized he's getting the win, then Isaac Del Toro sprinted for second, and Isaac Del Toro looked so fresh. Like he could, if Isaac Del Toro would have attacked, he would have won the stage. That's the crazy thing. And then they got I think it's Jao Almeida as well, and Adam Yates. And just imagine they're the support for Tadej Pogacar, and these guys are handling the business. It's just crazy. It's just crazy the strength of the UAE team. It's just flipping amazing. Um, but then like I said, I was saying that who was it? So Isaac Del Toro sprinted in for second. Egan Bernal was able to hold on for third. and then Primoz Roglic came across the line in fourth. But he had enough time on Ayuso where he didn't have to worry. He knew he was going to go into pink. But I'm not. The question is, did Roglic want to go into pink so early? Like and have his team be defending every day and doing all that work. I don't. I don't personally think he wanted to go into pink so soon, but it's crazy. I heard through the grapevine. I don't have his picture. I should have his picture. Olaf Koy might be going to Decathlon AG2R. Um, I think it'll be good for him because he basically doesn't have the support of Visma. Like he's only got Walt Van Aert to lead him out. When this really all you need is one good lead out person. But it sucks to like when you have to do all that work to get in the sprint. And it's crazy because Olaf Koy is going. I feel like he's going through the same thing that Vinny's going through, and I think that I personally think Vinny should, but he's got a contract. He's already signed a contract, and I think it's crazy. But I think Vinny should go to find a team that's going to support him, as opposed to him supporting the team because the team is definitely riding off of his back and the sponsors and everything right now. Because like yeah, I would definitely like to see Vinny go to a team that's going to be more supportive of his sprint capabilities and ability and capabilities, and he would probably win a lot more races. Anyway, that's been a recap of today's races. 4 races we had. The one I used so with the Giro d'Italia, Perrier from the Catalan 82 La Mondiale winning his first pro race. We got Harold Martin Lopez in the Tour of Hungary getting his second race win. And then we have Misha Bradwald. Bradwald? She won today, and that makes 11 wins in a row at this particular race for Team SD Works. 11 wins. That's pretty incredible. But anyway, I'm out in the Sleepy Say with Your Legs Media. I hope you hit the like button. I hope you, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and share if you can. All right, appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow for stage 8 of the Giro d'Italia, stage 2 of the Izula Basque Country race for the ladies. I think it's stage 4 for the Tour of Hungary, and then last but not least, stage 4 of the Dunkirk, 4 days of Dunkirk. Ready? See you later. Peace out. Catch you tomorrow. Oh, you remember what you know to do? Say it with your legs, but also say it with the like button. Say it with the like button and say it with your legs. Right. I think that's gonna be my new thing. Say it with your legs, but also say it with the like button. Come on, people. Show the brother some love. I didn't see you tomorrow.